you better come through today. Come through, baby. Yes. So ladies, I was getting a lot of requests on how I do my eyebrows. You've seen me do my eyebrows in some of my videos, but you want something that's gonna be a little bit more detailed. So I came through for y'all today. I got a brow tutorial right now. So when I tell you about my brow, let me just tell you about my little brow story, right? Because I always have this one little struggle brow, which is this one right here. This is the one that I always ask up. When I first started doing my eyebrows, trust me, y'all, it took me forever. I'm gonna tell y'all, it took me about a year to go ahead and get my brows right because 1, they were too dark, and 2, they were boxy, and 3, the shape was just all types of wrong. So I did not watch an eyebrow tutorial before I started doing my brows. I'm just like, okay, let me just go ahead and fill them in. That was the worst mistake of my life. Hopefully this eyebrow tutorial will help you ladies out. It's really not as hard as you think it is. Practice, practice, practice. Practice always makes better. I don't say practice makes perfect. Practice makes better, because nobody's perfect. However, yeah, I think I did pretty good with my eyebrows today to be doing it on camera and all close and personal. But hopefully you like the video. Hopefully this helps. Make sure you save it, share it, all of those things so that you will have access to this eyebrow tutorial and you can help your neighbors, right? But if you want to follow me on my day-to-day, then don't forget to follow me on Snapchat as well as Instagram. I love meeting you ladies, and thank you so much for following me. You guys message me like all the time, and I just love it. Thank you so much for following me. Thank you so much for showing me some love and some support. I really, truly appreciate it. Thumbs up this video if you like. Don't forget to subscribe because I have a lot more videos coming up. Let's go ahead and get into this eyebrow tutorial right now. So y'all ready to learn how to do some brows, because brows are like my favorite part of makeup. The only thing is it can be time consuming sometimes. You may have that struggle brow where one of them doesn't turn out right, and it took me forever to learn how to do brows. But I love brows because I cannot go out the house without having a really nice brow. I mean, that's something that I have to have. So brows can actually be really easy when you think about it. You just need to know the anatomy of it, and everybody's brow should be different based on their brow shape. But there is pretty much a stencil, if I can say that. There is pretty much a stencil on where your brow should end, where it should begin, but brows are pretty much your personal preference, so do it like you want to do it. Now, my favorite brow product I am currently out of, but it is the ColourPop Brow Pencil, and it is in black brown. I absolutely love this brow pencil because it's easy for the pencil to grip the skin. I love the formula of it. It's on this side, and then it comes with this spoolie on the other end to blend out and comb your brows in place. So that's the reason why I absolutely love this pencil, but I'm out of it. So since I'm out of it, I'm not going to be using a brow product today. What I'm going to be using is going to be a eyeliner. Yes, you probably think, what is she going to do with this eyeliner? But I really love the NYX eyeliners, and I have it in black brown. It works really, really well for doing your brows because the pencil, the formula, is not so creamy where it's gonna slip and slide all over your face. It has a little grip to it, so that's the reason why I love it. So when you're doing your eyebrows, I think it's a whole lot easier if you can actually feel the pencil gripping the skin, because you can feel how much product you are putting on your eyebrows and how much product you shouldn't be putting on your eyebrows. Now, the first thing that you want to start off with is a pretty much clean brow. So go ahead and tweeze, wax, thread, go to a professional if you're a beginner to brows. So go ahead and get your brow shape. But once you get the hang of it, you can grow your brows out and you can create the shape that you want. But right now you need some type of shape if you're gonna be a beginner, so you'll know how your brow shape should look. And then you'll just follow that shape. It'll be a whole lot easier, trust me. Now, as you can see, my brows are not completely defined, but it is okay. So for your brows, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my ColourPop pencil just so I can show you where your brow should start. It should be, your brow should start right here. Where you see the pencil, down the bridge, well, not the bridge of your nose, but the side of your nose is where your brow should start. If you tilt that pencil, this is where your brow should end. Okay, so it's going to be on the outside of your eye, and then this should be where the arch should be. I know I can't really see because my eyelash, but that's pretty much how the brow should look. So as a beginner, if you need to take a pencil, tack, tack, and tack, then just go ahead and do that. It'll be a whole lot easier. What I'm gonna do is to take my NYX pencil And I'm going to start outlining the top first. That's just how I do it. And I pretty much just draw a line. I'm following my natural shape. And I'm drawing a soft line. Just like that. And then I'm going to go on the bottom. And I am going to do the same thing. Now the key is, it's okay if you mess up because of course you're gonna have concealer to clean them up. But this is pretty much how you should have it. It's just a stencil, nothing is filled in yet. You're gonna use harder strokes towards the outer part of your brow, and then the inner part you're gonna do lighter strokes because you do not want to have this big old block on the inner part of your eyebrow. Trust me, you don't want that. So now I'm going to go and fill in my stencil that I made. And I'm going to go with harder strokes towards the outer part, staying within my stencil. And I start to get lighter towards the inner. Now for me, I'm gonna stop right here. I'm not gonna go any further because what I'm gonna do is to feather that out with the brush that is on the other side of the ColourPop. So a clean spoolie, you're gonna fade that color towards the inner. It's best to start off with less product. If you need more, you can add more because it's easier to add product than take away product. Trust me, you'll be here all day if you're trying to take away product. So that's pretty much the first step. The next step is pretty much easy, which is cleaning up your brows with some concealer. I'm gonna be using two different concealers today. So on the top of my brow, what I'm gonna be using is my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Espresso. This concealer is pretty much my skin tone. So I'm gonna use that for the top of my brow. Now when you're concealing your eyebrow, less is more. The less concealer, the better it will be. So always use like a synthetic brush. It's best to use a synthetic hairbrush because it picks up more of the product and you have more control over it. So less is more, only a little bit, and you're gonna clean up. So go really close to the stencil that you made and just drag that product over. Again, you don't need a lot. And then you blend it out by dragging that concealer upward. And that's the top. Now for the bottom, I'm gonna be using a lighter concealer, which is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn. I like to have a highlighted underbrow, so I'm gonna do that because it makes your brows look lifted. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Like I said, less is more. So you're gonna use that and then you're gonna outline the bottom. And blend it on out. So you see the difference in the two. Well lifted, shapely brow. And this one is just needs some work. Let's go ahead and finish the other one.